So Chaos Zero Nightmare has been out for a while, and even though I was a bit late to the launch, I have been playing it basically religiously for the past few days since I've downloaded it, and so as a casual gacha player, here are my thoughts. I am someone who doesn't usually pay attention to stories in gacha games. Usually they're not super in-depth, they have really complicated, funky lore tied in, and primarily it's full of fluff that seems to only be there to elongate your playtime. I'm really beginning to loathe the trope of wake up without your memories and you're some overpowered god who has to go and save the world from other gods and stuff like that. You're so OP, it doesn't matter. I'm kind of done with that. I'll play it if the gameplay is good, but I'm not gonna care about your story. But in Chaos Zero Nightmare, it promised a darker, more mature story, and that was part of the reason why I was drawn in to give the story a chance. Now, the main tie of the story is every character that becomes an agent for you has deep-rooted mental trauma that can be activated if they take too many hits from an enemy, going into a kind of mental break state to where they're basically unusable. And if it's bad enough and you end the level like that, you actually have to go and basically break them out of the state because they are in an infirmary. It's that bad. Everyone is comparing this game to other dark games like Darkest Dungeon and saying that it's really more mature than other gacha games that have been coming out recently. Basically, you're going to be going and exploring Earth that has been basically demolished, and monsters are wreaking havoc. And these monsters, they actually look kind of gross and disturbing. Like the opening scene to where they're fighting this huge monster, so many people have said that it looks like one of the Titans from Attack on Titan, and I'm so glad I'm not the only one that thought that. I feel like that's such an obvious reference. But overall, the story, actually really good. Not even just for a gacha game, but I think it's actually a pretty good story so far. I'm really liking it. And one of the reasons I'm liking it so much is alongside the main chapters of the story, you get these little side chapters to where it's just some quirky little thing that's happening alongside the main story. It could be focused on one of the characters or something that's happening off to the side that the main story is not really paying attention to anymore. I really liked this because it allows me to interact more with the characters, so I'm feeling more invested in them. Like at first, you get Tressa for free. I like her design, but I didn't really care much for her. I didn't have anything to invest in her for. But seeing her side story, she has immensely terrible luck. And so I started feeling for her. I started to, want to protect her. And seeing how her bad luck carries into other parts of the story, such as them trying to set up the party and stuff falling out of Mika's bag and Owen falling off the chair. Like, it's consistent, it's character building, and I love how you get to see the characters and how they interact with the other characters, and it feels like they actually have personalities. It's not bland, and it's not only their trauma. So the story is really good, but I, like many, are here primarily for the gameplay. Now, I do really like the decks. I like that they're basically tailored to each of the characters, and I feel like the team building is pretty good. I feel like I have a pretty good team, and I have a single 5-star unit that I pulled on the beginner banner. And so I've been going through, and I feel like I've been doing pretty good at hitting the levels that are accurate with the level suggestion for my teams. I feel like that's been doing pretty good. Like, the battle missions are probably my favorite. I really like doing them. I love that you can auto-battle them. I've been doing a lot of grinding of the battle mission section while I'm over on my other monitor looking up proper builds and gear and stuff to, upgrade the people that are auto-battling for me. I would view this either way, no matter the tie to the game, as a must-play, and luckily it is a literal must-play because this is how you go through your ascensions. When you reach your level of ascension for your main overall level, you get to go in and rank up for your captain stuff. And plus, a bonus, the loot that you get from succeeding is really good. I was super worried because early start in a gacha game, you have to do all this stuff to level up several different types of materials for 3 different characters. It's a lot, so I was running out of energy pretty often, and I wasn't getting very far with building the characters. Luckily, Chapter 3, you get some drops of gear, which They're not great, obviously they're not great, but I don't have to waste energy to at least get a set for my people. So I've been loving that. Battle mission is probably my favorite mode out of all of them. I just really like it. Now chaos is probably where I'm going to be spending most of my time once I get my characters nice and built and really want to go in and just grind. Now this is where the roguelite mode comes in, and basically you just set up a team and you go and you just have fun and try not to die. I do like all of the different types of rooms, the combat rooms, the dialogue rooms as I've been calling them, the campsites. I do like that there is a checkpoint that you can recall through halfway, because I've only had to use that once, but I have a feeling if I try and really push my teams, I can just use the waypoint and come back, and I don't have to technically go through like a defeat if I recall them. So it's just a nice little thing to have. I do really like the shop. I really, before, didn't care about the coins, but once I unlocked the shop at the campsite, I've been grinding for coins because I just want to see all the things that I can get. And this is another one to where I feel like a lot of my time is going to go in, because you can unlock these different planets and you can grow in your exploration levels per planet. So I'm really excited to sink my teeth into that once I get a little further into the game, you know, properly gear and level my characters. I really just want to go in and just spend some hours going through the roguelike mode of chaos. And one of the nice little things, some of these games that I've played have essentially like a housing system or something to go alongside that for when you're out of resin or stamina or energy or whatever you're going to call it. This one has Ark City, which I think is a very nice combination of several different aspects of the game. For one, I'm always hitting up Garden Cafe every single day because you can get a free 80 energy or a condensed 60. I'm always going to be taking that 80. Like, please never make me take the 60. I don't want it. But that, and I feel like I'm going to start doing the food buffs quite often. I really haven't been doing them, but I can really see the food buffs going a long way for maybe just that running chaos to where like you're so close, because I read that they are only accessible in chaos, which makes sense. So when I start grinding in chaos more, I'll start liking the food more. This is also where you can go to the infirmary for the characters that are in that mind break state, and you get to heal them. So make sure if one of your characters is in that state, go there, because they will not be accessible to you when you go back in if they're in the infirmary. That also leaves the police reports, which are very interesting. I'm really trying to balance it to upgrade my level because I'm still at that C rank. It is so annoying how slow the reports come in. I just want to do a bunch of them at once, because not only are you trying to rank up, you also get money, you get currency for the no-no shop. And that's how you level up certain buildings and unlock stuff that needs research. Like, there's so much in this game and you wouldn't think it. But the more you look into it, there's stuff everywhere that you can be leveling up and unlocking and improving. And the last thing in the city that you can increase and improve is the affinity scores with your characters. Every single day I have been going on an excursion with all 3 of my team and been giving them gifts, and I will say I am playing favorites and giving Mika more gifts because I love her and I really want to get to level 10 so that I can get that pretty card of Mika. I love it so much. But once again, it's something that shows the character kind of in their element, shows their personality, which is again really nice. So I am really liking the little aspects of being able to see them, because there's not a housing system like a dorm room or something to where you can decorate and see them and do all that stuff. So you get to go on daily excursions with them and just hang out with them and give them gifts. So my thoughts as a casual free-to-play player is I started off with Mika, Tressa, and Owen as my team, and I honestly thought that they were really good, especially free-to-play. Handing them there, I thought the synergy was pretty good. I really was thinking about just going through and seeing how far I could get with these 3. And then I did some polls. And then that kind of completely changed how I was going to form my team. So the only polls I've actually done so far are the 50 on the new player banner, and so I got my 5-star and I actually got Kayron. So that was good. I didn't have a DPS. I had 2 sub DPS and a support. So this is when I brought up a tier list to see kind of where people were falling. Now I was really shocked to see that Mika was tier 0 at that point, and Tressa I believe was also tier 0, but poor Owen was tier 2, which was the lowest. So sadly I had to bench my little puppy boy Owen and replace him with 𝕬𝕗. I'm really hoping that once I get further into the game and can build up non-essential units that I can build Owen and somehow make him viable. But I ended up putting 𝕬𝕗 in as my main DPS, my damage dealer. I kept Mika because I love her so much and she's an amazing support, and because 𝕬𝕗 is AP hungry, she is AP friendly with her 0 cost cards with gain 1 AP. So I'm just like, this is perfect because I didn't want to give up Mika. And then to fill in, I was running Tressa as the 3rd. I was running her for some more damage. Early on in the game, it was completely fine. And then I realized how the stress system worked and realized that I needed a shielder. And so that is when Maribel came in. I will admit I don't love her design. I don't really have anything wrong with it, I just don't love it. But I will say her little sprite is really cute, and she is a very good shielder for me. So Maribel actually became the 3rd, and she is my designated shielder, and I've grown to love her. She is a tier 1 shielder, so like, she's not bad. She's pretty good actually. And so that has become my team, and I'm slowly building them up. And God, I forgot how slow the start of a gacha game is. There's so many things to level, from their level itself, to their partner cards, to their skills, to their gear. Like, there's going to be a lot and it's going to take me a while. But I am not rushing the game. I feel like gaining levels has been super easy, and I've been going through the story at a decent pace. Like, I was doing like a chapter a day because I didn't want to rush it, so I'd be like done with the chapter, I'd be like, I'm gonna do some other stuff in the game and then be done. Because the last thing I want to do with a story that I'm actually liking is get to a point to where I'm just spam clicking through it because I'm tired and I don't want to read it. So I feel like even with me kind of nerfing my progress speed, I'm still doing pretty well. I don't feel like I'm super behind. Like, of course, I'm only like half the level of a lot of people that are grinding the game out that I'm seeing on like Twitter and Reddit. I don't care. I'm taking this at my own speed. This is kind of what the channel is about. Casual gacha playing, no sweating, free to play friendly, and just being super casual. So the main focus right now is just kind of going through the story however fast I want to and slowly getting the materials, because everyone takes a different type of material. The only common material the 3 have is the basic character level up material. So it's going to take me a while. So basically, this game has become my new addiction. I've put hours and hours into this, probably already a slightly unhealthy amount given how many times I've seen that pop up, adding the hours up of how much I've played and warning that excessive playtime can cause issues in your daily life. But this is very easily a game that I could just binge if I wanted to. I could play it like all day and not get bored. So this is very, very fun. I'm looking forward to putting more hours into it, getting deeper into the story, going more into chaos. There are some stuff that I haven't even unlocked yet because I'm not level 40 for Captain. I really look forward to making some more videos for the channel. This is kind of the kickstart to getting this channel back up and actually doing some stuff with it. Very excited. This is probably going to be the main focus for a bit alongside some others. I do really want to play some others such as Where Wind Meets. I have some thoughts on the Genshin Impact UGC stuff and other stuff like that. Really good stuff is happening in the gacha space. Super excited to get back in there and just kind of have this channel be the push to, hey, go ahead and look at this game. I know you want to. You can make content on it. It'll be fine. So that's it. Thank you everyone who watched. I hope that you're excited for more stuff from this channel. I'm really gonna try and make it kind of consistent. So let me know, did you already try out Chaos Zero Nightmare? Or are you just on the fence like some of my friends that I've been urging to start playing? Let me know what are your first impressions that you have of the game now that it's been out for a few weeks. Let me know who was your 5-star from the new banner that you got, and let me know all of your thoughts for the game down in the comments below. I would love to hear them. But that's all for me. Thank you so much. If you really liked the video, give it a thumbs up so I know that I did a good job, and if you like me a lot and want to see my future videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't lose me. Bye guys!